Hello, beautiful souls. It's your girl Rabia, and welcome back again to another episode of Rabia Unfolded. So today we're gonna be making a very delicious, moist sour cream cake. This cake is soft, rich, and so yummy that you're definitely gonna fall in love with it. I can bet you that. And the best part of it all is that it's so easy to make, like very, very easy to make. So grab your aprons and let's unfold this delicious, moist chocolate sour cream cake together. So for the ingredients, I'm gonna be using 4 cups of the chocolate baking mix, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of granulated sugar, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 3 teaspoons of baking soda, 6 large eggs, and they should be room temperature, 2 cups of sour cream, 1 cup of the brown sugar blend, 1 teaspoon of salt, semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1.5 cup of unsalted butter, 1 teaspoon of my organic vanilla extract. Okay, let's get into it. First, go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. Make sure at this point you must have already greased your tins, or if not, go ahead and grease your tins with either a parchment wrap, some butter, margarine, or whatever oils that you have to grease your tin with. Take your time with this step as it sets up for a perfect cake later on. Now, in a separate bowl, go ahead and sieve together your flour, your cocoa powder, your baking powder, your baking soda, and some salt. So when you sieve them in there, give them a good mix. As you can see here, I'm using my hands to mix this together. You can also use a whisk to whisk them all together so they are nice and combined. I know shifting feels like an extra step, but trust me, this is where that soft cloud-like texture begins. This part always feels so calming, like we're building the foundation for something really special. Now, when you're done mixing all the dried ingredients together, set them aside and move to the next part. Okay, for this next step, we're going with our wet ingredients. So in a separate large bowl, I'm gonna go ahead and add in a cup of my granulated sugar, my brown sugar, some melted butter. I like using melted butter because I just want to see everything combine nicely. So I go ahead and melt my butter and then I add it to the mixture. If you want, you can use your hardened butter, but to me, I feel like melting this butter sets the base for everything to combine nicely. Go ahead and use your whisks, your scapular, your hand mixer, or your mixer, whichever one you want to use. For this recipe, I choose to use my hand mixer. So I'm using my hand mixer to mix everything until they're nice, fully combined and fluffy. I'll mix them for about 3 to 4 minutes or until I'm convinced that everything is nicely combined. Look at how everything's coming together. It's already looking so good. Okay, just so I'm certain that everything is sitting rightly and I have everything in place, I go ahead and add my coffee in a coffee cup. Then I add in hot water to the coffee. That way it can dissolve nicely until when I need it later in the mixture. Okay, now you can go ahead and add in your eggs, one at a time. Mix well after each other. So like you can see, I take my time here. When I add 1 egg in, I mix it until I know everything is fully mixed. Then I go ahead and crack the next egg and then put it inside the bowl, mix it again until everything is fully mixed, until all of my eggs actually go into this bowl and the mixture kind of looks so nice and beautiful. Once all of my eggs are already mixed in the bowl, I go ahead and add in my vanilla extract. Take your time here, don't rush it. The batter will tell you when it's ready, so just keep mixing everything together nicely. Next, add in your sour cream and mix until everything is nice and smooth. And just look at that creamy texture, guys. That's exactly what you want. Just keep mixing until everything is nice and combined. Okay, so now it's time to combine our dried ingredients with the wet ingredients. Add your dried ingredients in 2 parts, alternating with your warm water or coffee. Mix gently. We don't want to overwork the batter at this time, just until everything is combined and looks luscious. This consistency right here, this is perfection. Go ahead and mix everything. Add your warm water, add your coffee, whichever you choose to go with. You do you, and then give everything that perfect mix until everything sits nicely and you think everything's looking delicious and good to go. Okay, then once your batter is ready, you can then pour it into your prepared pans, smooth the top, and pop them in the oven. So for this recipe, I choose to separate mine into two tins. So for one tin, I'm gonna be baking it plain. So for the remaining half, I'm adding in 1 cup of dark chocolate chips. Give it a good mix. At this time, I don't want to overmix because everything was already sitting nice, just so that the chocolate chips can mix in right there. Then I'll pour it into my tin and then perfect. Let's go ahead and pop this into the oven to bake for 35 to 40 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. And listen, once this cake goes in the oven, your whole house is going to smell heavenly. Okay, let's take a quick peek in there and see how everything's doing. Oh wow, that's looking so good. I love how it's coming out. But at this point in time, I think it's not yet dry in the middle, so we're gonna pop it back in, close it, and let it bake. Okay, so in a little pan, you can go ahead and warm your heavy cream until it's hot. Please make sure it's not boiling. Just get it to the level where it's hot enough. And once your heavy cream is hot, you can go ahead and add in your chocolate chips. But for this recipe, like I said before, I'm going to be using the chocolate candy melts. So I'll add in my chocolate candy melts. Then I give it a good mix until everything melts nicely. Okay, now that your chocolate candy or your chocolate chips is fully melted, you can go ahead and add your butter and a pinch of salt. Let it sit for a minute, then stir until it becomes silky and glossy. This moment is pure happiness for chocolate lovers. It doesn't only look good, but it also smells so good. Okay, at this point in time, feel free to go ahead and check on your cake in the oven. That's if your oven hasn't already sent you a notification that the cake is ready from your timer. So I checked mine here. Everything's looking good. It's ready to go. So now I'm gonna let it cool for about 10 minutes before adding my garnish to it. I know it's tempting as it looks so good and so delicious, but please just be calm and let it cool. Patience makes it perfect, right? At the end, you're still gonna enjoy it. So patience, please. So now that my cake is perfectly cooled, I'm just gonna place it in a little tray. And guys, look how nice and beautiful this cake looks. Just the chocolate color of it for those chocolate lovers, it's something that you won't want to miss. Okay, you can go ahead and pour that gorgeous garnish right over the top and let it drip down the sides. Oh my goodness, look at that pour. This part always feels therapeutic. And there you have it, beautiful souls. A soft, rich, moist chocolate sour cream cake that just melts in your mouth and makes any day special. Thank you so much for spending time with me today on Rabia Unfolded. If you enjoyed this recipe, please don't forget to like, comment, and share as it truly helps my channel grow. And remember, in the kitchen and in life, a little sweetness goes a long way. Stay blessed, stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.